Hello? Hello, is there a chat behind here? Is there a chat back there? What's up, guys? How are we doing? How are we doing today? It's Sunday. We're playing some games. Rave, you were not first. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Chill, Tepig, Autumnal, Rave, Tepig again, not D-Man, Sloth, Type It. What's up, guys? It's down just a smidge. You found a PSP 3000 for sale for €50. Nice, dude. Nice. It's cool to see you in the AOR stream. Yeah, man. It was cool to check that out. It was very cool. I had it kind of just sitting on the background for a while. My cousin's in town, so I've been hanging out with her for most of the weekend. But yeah, I threw that up. It's cool to just see, I don't know. It's stuff like that that confirms to me that AOR is like, it's just something a little special, you know? I love it. I'm all about it. You've been working on a coding project and taking breaks in FA4. What are you working on, not D-Man, if you're comfortable sharing? AOR is Art of Rally. Yeah, we played it on stream for a while. It's an amazing game. Nothing more to say than that. It's like is isometric? Isometric's not the right way to say it. It's like top-down, like arcade style. But you're still grinding for the Torino and the McLaren 600 LT. Aren't they? The 86, I swear something's coming back soon. I swear the 600's coming back soon. Bean Dean with the follow. Thank you. Sudi, what's up? You've heard of it? Oh, okay, yeah. You just AOR matching to Art of Rally. Yeah. Yeah, man, Art of Rally's, it's an amazing game. Honestly, an amazing game. I've been meaning to jump back into it, but I've just been... There's always more games to play, you know? There's always more games to play. Dude, no worries, man. Tepig, you play with your friend. Enjoy the quality time. Enjoy it. Just a basic chess engine so you have a portfolio. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Trying to get yourself a G29. Nice. Nice. Good choice. I like it. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've broken out my wheel. To be honest. I don't know. I just, sometimes it's easy to just sit down at this chair and pick up this. Because I don't know, some people, I feel like a lot of people that are like more dedicated sim folk, they have a sim rig that's like ready to go, you know? I don't though. My sim rig I gotta like set up and pull around, and I know that's not super unique. I'm not the only one, but I'm just a lazy dude. And so sometimes it's like I get the itch to play Assetto Corsa, and then I'm like, but then I gotta like pull my rig around and plug it in and recalibrate it. And it's just like, I'll just play Forza. Honestly, between the 25 and the 29, you feel like the 25 felt better. Interesting. That's weird. They're the exact same as far as I know. The 25, 27, and 29 are like literally the exact same motor and controller, I think. At least the 27 and the 29, I'm fairly certain are the same. You love driving IRL, and Horizon 4 was what made racing games click to me. Yeah, dude, I bet you're not the only one. I would bet you're not the only one. Horizon 4 is a good one, man. It's a good game. Horizon 5... No, I meant... Yeah. Or not Horizon 5. The 25. The G25. Yeah, they have, like, different accoutrements. They have different stuff. But I'm saying, like, the actual force feedback motor feel is, I believe, the exact same between the 25, 27, and 29. But yeah, I don't even use the G29 wheel anymore. I have that sitting right up here. It's on my wall. I use like an actual deep dish drift wheel on it. The motor feel is the same. Yeah. Yep. OSM, what's up? What's up, dude? What is that emote? Well, it's your emote. I was like, that looks fitting. Well, nice, man. Bells and whistles are what make me want the newer one. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I mean, that's why I got the G29 over the G920. Because it's got like a couple extra buttons and stuff. But to be honest, 90% of the time, I never use any of it. And the shift light means nothing, literally nothing to me, because the only time I'm ever doing my sim rig, I'm in VR. So I don't need the shift light. But it's, you know, it's cool to know it's there. Beyond the ether of my VR headset, I do know my little shift light's working. Boppin', what's up? I am good, OSM. Thank you for asking. How are you today? You should look into AR sim racing. Okay, I was like, hold on. Is that a thing? I mean, I guess, what would AR sim racing be? Like if tech, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's like any valid reason to do AR instead of VR. I guess the only thing I could think is like, would AR be like remote driving cars on the track? I feel like does that fall under the umbrella of AR? I think of AR as more just being like, you're still wearing glasses, but they're just augmenting your reality, you could say. I don't know. I feel like the way to do AR would be like sitting you in a sim rig that had like the whole car built around it, but then your glasses knew where like the windscreen and the sides were. This is obviously not realistic, but Dizzy Jackal, thank you for the follow. This is not realistic, but like if you could somehow be sitting in a real car, have real tactile everything, hoods, like not hood, the roof is there, but then your little AR glasses could project a different image outside all of the windows. That would be the coolest AR, I think. Why do I have a sub thingy in my name? You probably got gifted a sub. Yeah. I guess this should be mentioned. You can see if you go to like the top right, you can see who gifted you a sub. You should have a notification window or a notification icon. It was probably Failed Skill Check or Dan, because last stream those guys went mad and gifted a bunch of subs. So yeah, if you guys are showing up today and you have a little sub button that you don't know about, you probably have Failed Skill Check or Dan to thank for it. They each gifted like 50 subs. It was nuts. Agent Moldur 00. Thank you for the follow. Dan gave you one too. Nice. Nice, Rave. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. By the way, I now have, hold on, we're gonna pull it up. Speaking of subs, not D-Man TV. With the tier 1 sub. Dude. Thank you. Starting off the day strong. Man. All right. All right, D-Man. Much appreciated. What was I doing here? Boom. Boom. Look, guys. Look, the Supra moves. Woo! It moves. There's your first video evidence of my car moving. First video evidence. Feels good, man. Feels good. Oh yeah, here's a sandwich. Whoop, that's the wrong button. Here's a sandwich I had. This was the next picture over, which is why that's why that came up. So just so you know. Anyway, are you my neighbor at 2 a.m.? That was, okay, for the record, this video was... I love it. That was at like 9:30 at night. But listen, my neighbor, he likes cars too. Okay? So it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, the sandwich was fire. Look at that. I keep pushing the wrong button. Look at that proper sear on that tuna. Dan, what's up? We were just talking about you. I don't know if I just like pulled you out of lurk mode, but we were just talking about you and failed skill check because there's some people in here that are like, hold on, why do I have sub buttons today? I'm just like, well, oh my god. Okay, so I just ignored a call from my buddy, because obviously I'm streaming, and he texted me. He goes, so excited I had to try to call. I finally found my Pokemon stash. Woo! He's been missing like an old Pokemon card stash from a long time ago. Get him on the stream. All right. He does hang out and stream actually every now and then to read the Swede. But yeah, I said this a minute ago. But if you guys have sub buttons and you don't know why, or not sub buttons, but sub little turbos, you probably have Dan or failed skill check to thank for it. We want to see his Pokemon cards. Listen, so do I. I'll put him in the Discord if he's got any good ones. All right. Anyway, TDU2. We're getting back to it today. We're getting back to some Test Drive Unlimited 2. Oh, thank you, Not D-Man. Good on you for knowing that command. We all stew boys. Yeah, you're all part of the crew. Yeah, D-Man, no, listen, it's literally just a wall of turbos. This is how it was on Friday, too. It's just a wall of turbos. You'll love to see it. And we're getting a couple different colored ones, too. Rave's got the 3-month badge. Do we have any 6-month badges in here? I don't think so. There are not a lot of 6-month badgers. Turbos arise. Yeah, OSM breaking the trend. All right, OSM, I'm sorry, but you can't talk in chat today. This is voluntary sub only mode. No, please feel free. Welcome back, OSM. Come on in. Say whatever you gotta say. Dan. All right. I see you, Dan. Thank you. And congrats to OSM. Oh, there we go. Now we got another green. He's got the 3-month. Nice. All right. No, I know people on my Twitter have been blowing up about F1, but I have not been paying attention to it. I mean, I don't generally pay attention to F1, but when something like big happens, I generally try to like peek in and see what's going on. But yeah. I want to transition gaming car knowledge into real car knowledge, but I kind of know nothing right now. Yeah, I mean, I think most people that are into most people roughly my age that are into real cars now started on like Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsport and stuff like that. And that's honestly like that's how you get into it. Like, because it's, you know, it's safe, it's cheap. It's, yeah, Motorsport 4 for you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Buy a beater and try to fix it. I mean, honestly, yeah. It's not a bad way to buy a, you know, it's a little more expensive. But yeah, I mean, if you're familiar with like what the things mean in Forza, like what all the upgrade parts are and what the tuning parts are and stuff like that, like that's a lot of car stuff. My boy had the OG Horizon and Motorsport 4, so I've been playing those too. Nice. Yeah, dude, you got it. You're on the right path, to say the least. Anyway, let's jump into game here. Let me turn on my controller. I didn't forget this time. I always forget to turn on my controller before I boot the game up. So I literally put it on a pedestal, like right here. It's off camera, but I put it on a pedestal right in front of my face so I wouldn't forget to turn it on. Okay. Games Infinite, TDU2 World, up launcher. French driver winning in a French car. Me and my friends went mad. Okay. So I'm guessing, was this not a guy that wins often? Is that like what makes it so crazy? Also, Ray Laird D. Thank you for the follow. Jump on in here. Turn that way down. That's loud on my end anyway. There we go. Started right about there. TDU2 is the throwback. Heck yeah, it is, man. Yeah, we've been having a really good time with it. Yes, and we are French. Well, there you go. You get some of that, like, what do you call it? Like, I guess just like country pride, you know? OMG, you are a leprechaun. Yes, that is factually true. I am a leprechaun. How'd you know? Hasn't happened since the 80s. Oh, dang. That a French driver has won in a French car? That's pretty wild. Where's the pot of gold? Hold on. I got my pot of gold right here. Literally do have like gold gems right by my desk. Not even a joke. Those, by the way, are props for Dungeons and Dragons, so that's why I have those. Not because I am a leprechaun, but you know, you can believe whatever you want. Literally playing the part to a T. All right, so here's where we got going in TDU. So we did our A3 and A2 licenses. For road racing. That's what A is. So now we have the A2 and A3 championships. So we'll probably do... Are we in an A3 car? No, this is A5. Oh, we're in Tess's. Why are we in Tess's car? All right, let's... hold on. Let me go to our house. So we don't have an A3 car yet that I see. Let me just double check, make sure it didn't get lumped into a different house. I don't remember us buying an A3 car. Was this the one where we were gonna get the Caterham? I think it's the Caterham is like the really, really fast one. Or is that A4? What's our A4 car? Why do we have 3 A5 cars? Oh, because I guess these two are gifts. House, max power. Oh, that's sorting. Okay. Dang, your Discord mods caught that scammer out fast. They are good about that. Yeah. Was there a little spam scam going on in my Discord? Yeah, they the lifeblood of my Discord mods is to ban those guys real fast. So it's good. Okay, so yeah, we don't have an A3 car. All hail Discord mods. Yes, my faithful deed. Yeah, we do not have a we don't even have, where is our... Because this is only 6 spots, is my guess. Yeah. So our Vantage is there. let's select this. Put it here. Because we don't need the Solar Crown car. I really got that in red? Man, it's been a minute. That is correct, D-Man. That is correct. It's hard to compete in A3 championships without an A3 car. You are not wrong. Alien with the 5 bits offering to our leprechaun. Well, that does grant you good favor with me. You will see good fortune in your future. Ah. Have you seen the Vantage F1 safety car? I think I have seen pictures of it. Or, like, I've seen it in videos and stuff from F1, yeah. You're so hyped about Horizon 5, you pre-ordered the Ultimate. Okay, right now. Yeah, but listen, it'll be worth it. It'll all be worth it. Horizon 5 is going to be amazing. By the way, thank you for the follow. All right, so we need an A3 car, boys. We need an A3 car, which means we're probably going to have to run back to Ibiza, is my guess. But let's look. I have... Let's see, is this going to work? Can I go to my browser? Yes. I have bookmarked. Where is it? Oh no, did I get rid of it? Where is it? Somewhere I have bookmarked all of the TDU2 cars by class. Shoot, am I going to have to find it again? Hold on. TDU2 cars by class. Yeah, that's right. We did find out that you cannot pre-order it on Steam at the moment. Where is it? Wait. That's right. TDU just really doesn't like it. Hold on. Let me try switching to windowed mode here. TDU is not a fan of me tabbing out. Nope, it's not that. Is it just display? Controls. Interface. I know there's... Where's the setting to do... It's not in here. Image settings? No. Mysterious Matt, what's up? Would Alt Enter work? Yeah, we can try that. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if we can... Hey, good. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah, perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so we're in A3, which is these options here. Thank you, Trezau, by the way, with the hot tip. This is the following game after that nostalgic one that I managed to play on the school class PC Back to the Past right now. I think that was 2007. This game came out in 2011, but TDU1 did come out in like 2006, maybe 7. But yes, the prequel to this, yeah. Okay. Bye, love you. My wife and my cousin are heading out. Okay. Ooh. We could do, there's an RUF? That might be an interesting pick. European North. That could be a cool pick. I don't know what to say. Thank you for the follow. Interesting. The Lotus, but it's the 211. I don't like that. Otherwise, Ferrari California. That'd be kind of a cool pick. You're feeling the Alpha? Which one? The Spider or the Competizione? I guess they're about the same, aren't they? Oh, they're the exact same. The Spider is just more expensive because, you know, a cursed Porsche in a way. Sure. Yeah, there's the Caterham. Oh, that's a different. Oh, maybe it's not. I think everyone was saying the Caterham was the fastest one. But didn't we test drive it? God, I need to like watch the VOD from our last stream. Didn't we test drive the Caterham and I just hated it and it was way too uncontrollably fast? I swear after that we made a decision on what we were going to get. I did. Okay. Didn't I then make a decision? Did I not buy it? In my head, I thought I was going to get the DBS. Yeah, it was spinning constantly. It was impossible to drive, Ruse. Best tutor out there. I found you on YouTube back when I started. Oh, dude, nice. Igtroni. Much appreciated. Glad it's helped. Yeah, RUF is like the way for people to bounce around getting Porsches in game. Well, I want to check this out, honestly. The RK Spider, though. What model is the RK Spider? Let's go check it out. It's European North dealership. So let's alt enter that back. And I don't think we have this dealership on Hawaii. What is it? Is it? Yeah, we don't have like any dealerships on Hawaii. Okay, let's go back to Ibiza. Based on the Porsche 987. Okay. Yeah, that might be kind of a cool pick. That might be kind of a cool pick. Pew. All right, European North. Let's hope we have it on here. That's the real question. Ferrari North. British cars north, Italian cars east, British cars east. These Benz. Ooh, we don't have it. Okay, we might have to dig around and see if we can find European cars north. Does anybody know off the top of their head where it is? Like maybe it's in this village or something? Although you'd think I probably would have found it. Unless maybe it's like on this street somewhere. Let's teleport to this street. That's the Xbox button. Yeah. It's absolutely safe. It's below the Audi dealer. Oh, okay. Hold on. Below the Audi dealer. Oh, so down here? Oh, look at that. What? Hold on. Why is that north? That is by definition not north. Is there just one further south? I mean, I'm guessing that's got to be it. All right. We'll go there. Thank you. BW and RUF. Okay. I don't think we've been in this dealership at all yet. That's the A2 choice. Okay. RUF RGT. Ah, man. Okay. What do we got here? RUF Turbo, also A2. These are pretty hot. What else we got? The RT12 is A1. Dang. I didn't realize these were as fast as they were. Yeah, so this must be the Spider or whatever. The RK Spiker Spider. RK Spider. Yeah, it is kind of ugly. Let's try it not in green. It is kind of ugly, isn't it? I mean, from the front, it looks fine. But why can't I get up? Oh, there's a little platform here. Oh, come on. I can fall down the platform. I can't go up the platform. DJ McLaughlin. Thank you for the follow. Okay, let's check it out in a different color. Just because I'm curious. He can't change the rims. It's like a vinyl that goes up past the light. I don't know, man. That kind of ruins it for me. Let's just test drive it. Maybe it's really good. 1999. It seems fast. Got a nice sound. Fairly controllable at lower speeds. Okay, it seems to drive pretty well. I gotta get to a little more cornery roads. Yeah, just a tish understeery, but it's not that bad. I mean, that's just kind of the game. Lautra, thank you for the follow. Front looks like a Carrera GT. Yeah, I don't know, man. This thing's kind of weird. Oh, whoa, whoa. And there's Porsche for you. There you go. That's how it happens. Yeah, it's good at jumps. So this will be our new rally car. Okay. Don't worry, Cap. We can buff out those scratches. Yeah, don't worry. It's a showroom car. Right. All right, let's see how well it does this. I mean, it's fairly grippy. You gotta be careful with the little understeer. Ooh, and it's not super quick to react. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try something else out. Don't be gentle. It's a rental. There you go. Okay. What else? Here, let's Alt Enter. Tab out to our list here. We could do a Merc. I'm not really feeling the Lotus. Here, you guys can't see that whole list. Some guy called Simon. Thank you for the follow. We do have the 2 alphas. And Matt did say that the alphas were cool. And I do trust your opinion a little bit more than others. For this game anyway. We've already got an Aston. I think we actually have 2. So we're not going to do the DBS. We're definitely not going to do the Caterham. I don't like the look of Lotus 211s. Do we have a Ferrari yet? Do we have any Ferraris yet? Maybe we do a Ferrari. How does this version stack up to the PS3 version? I dropped that one really quickly due to the input lag. Oh, really? I don't notice input lag necessarily. I mean, that just the general handling of the game isn't my favorite. I think a lot of people disliked it, but we could do the 612, yeah. Let's check it out. So it's just the Ferrari dealer. Yeah, I don't recognize any input lag, but it's just that the handling model's not very good. So I would assume it's better than the PS3 version. Plus mods. Like, you can play this game live today. We are actually playing it on the server. You got TDU1 on a PS2 emulator on my PS3, and it's way better than TDU native on my PS3. That's hilarious. Okay, Ferrari. There, right there. Ferrari South. Okay, they have them both. Perfect. Look at all the red. She's even... Okay. You got to admire Ferrari's brand consistency. With the receptionist wearing a red dress and having a red computer. Come on. Come on. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got? This has got to be A1, right? Yeah. Whew. Whew. That's pretty cool, though. This might have to be our A1 car. And then, yeah. All right. What is it? The California? That's this, right? Yeah. Ferrari California. Okay. And then, what's this? The 612. Okay. I like the look of the front end of the California a little more. Plus, like, the convertible's kind of cool. She has that new iMac, yeah. There's a China edition of the GTO. Yeah, we test drove it. Ha. In test drive. You prefer the California? Yeah, let's look at specs-wise. How are they? Oh, wow. So, interestingly enough, it does say the 612 is easier to drive. I don't think there's an end zone, no. I don't see one. I don't think you can get the Enzo. Also, hello to you as well, Wolf. Let's test drive both of these. I definitely like the look of the California more than the 612. 612 does have more horsepower, but is also slower to 60. 81, 60, 87, 78, 62, 68. Interesting. It's interesting that it says that this is harder to drive than this. But let's test drive this. Senivri, thank you for the follow. Okay. It's a little more stable, at least at low speed. Let's take this corner at the end here. See how it goes. It brakes incredibly fast. That's nice, at least. Okay, this is fairly controllable. Let's get it out on some higher speed corners. I like this already more than the RUF, than the Porsche. You pre-ordering Horizon 5? Maybe. I'm gonna see if I can actually get my hands on a review copy. Because that would be nice. If I can't, then yes, I'm gonna pre-order it. Man, okay, this might be our choice. This might be our choice. This is a great car, I think. Get it on Game Pass? No, I would never get it on Game Pass because Game Pass is how I like demo games. If I like them, I will buy them. Because Game Pass, you can't get the Ultimate Edition with all the stuff. If I don't get a review copy, I'm just going to outright buy the Ultimate Edition. Yeah. What do you think about Solar Crown? I think it has the potential to be really good. No, I have Game Pass. Yeah, I do own Game Pass. Oh, there is an Enzo. Wait, where was that? Just right by the door? Look at that. Yeah, I do have Game Pass, but there's no reason for me to have the game on Game Pass because why would I? I may as well just buy the game. Like, as a Horizon content creator, why wouldn't I just buy the game? But yeah, I think Solar Crown absolutely has the potential to be a very good game. I need to see its handling, though. That's really all I care about. One, I do need to confirm that the map is actually going to be as dense as Hong Kong Island actually is. Like, if they miss a bunch of roads, if they skip a bunch of the roads, not going to be into it. But if it has most of the roads that Hong Kong Island actually does have, that's a big one. Ooh, yeah. See, this is already a little bit harder to drive. It does look better on the road, though. I do like the rear end, actually. But yeah, that's kind of big thing number one. Is it's got to be good from a map density perspective. It's got to have good handling. That's extremely important. And obviously, we have no idea we don't have no idea what the handling is going to be like. It's assumed that it's going to be similar to WRC in terms of its kind of realism. But yeah, it's got to have good handling. And then the final thing for me is I really want it to have a good end game. Really want it to have a strong end game. That would be... Because, like, that's the thing with Horizon, right? Horizon has such a good end game to it. And a lot of other racing games don't. You want to test drive the Enzo? Maybe. I guess we can test drive the Enzo. What the heck? Since it's not that big, I'm pretty sure it'll be very accurate. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. And I'm not saying, like, I doubt it. for the record. I'm not saying like, ooh, I don't know. I do believe it will be fairly accurate and have like most, if not, you know, a massive majority of the major roads. But like, I just want that to be confirmed, you know? I just want to like, that's a little bit of like a grain in my head. And I just want to be like, okay, yes. Because I'm fine with the actual map size not being huge as long as it feels densely packed, you know? Yeah, there is a little bit of car damage. Yep, not a ton. Oh, by the way, Bilal King Khan and Alan Convertible. Thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, we'll test drive the Enzo. But yeah, it's I don't know. The map size to me, not a big deal. Jeez, look at the booty of the Enzo, man. What a car. Definitely one of my favorites growing up. Sounds good. It's fast. Woo. I tried to kind of hang that. Yeah, it is dummy thick. Don't worry, it's just the floor model. Sound is actually, I mean, it's good for this game, for sure. Yeah, this would be a really fun A1 pick. Jeez, yeah, it's fast. Have you seen the Gear Club Unlimited series of games on the Switch? It's also made by Eden Games. Yeah, I don't know. Not my thing. I have a Switch, but I don't really use it for racing games, to be honest. There aren't really any good racing games on the Switch. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what I have for the Switch for racing games. I don't know. I have Grid. I have Grid for the Switch, if I remember right. Mario Kart, I guess I don't. I mean, yes, it's a racing game, but I'm thinking more of like actual cars racing games. Yeah, Mario Kart's great. I love Mario Kart. Hot Shot Racing. A couple of you guys saying that's good. Interesting. Soyo even saying it's good. What is Hot Shot Racing? Isn't that like a goofy little cartoon game? Hot Shot Racing. I'm looking this up on my phone. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I saw some YouTuber cover this. Kind of in a Art of Rally style. Okay. That's true. There is a Mercedes. There's one real car in Mario Kart. All right, well, I think the Ferrari California is what we're gonna go with. It's made by Sumo. Sumo did Outrun 2 and the Sonic Racing games. Really interesting. Okay. Ooh. I kind of like a ooh. Let's. Okay, I'm kind of between these wheels and these wheels. But let's take a look at paint colors. Oh, we got options. Oh, we got a lot of options. Purple? Midnight Purple Ferrari California. Yes. Yes. Okay, but I think that means these wheels. Now let me check it with these wheels real quick. I guess I don't need to go back to that screen. Yeah, I think these ones. It's not a Ferrari if it ain't red. Yeah, I like to break the rules. I'm about that perp. I like it. I think this is... Alright, this is going to be our config here. Let's see if we can do like a darker interior, not this cream. Yes. Nero. Do black and red? I don't know. The red and the purple wouldn't be right. So that's like black with gray. Yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Oh, shit. Yes. We're going to sell one of our... We're never going to use this car. We are never going to use the Solar Crown Evora because it's bugged anyway, and who cares? We have 3 A5 cars. It's a... Part of me doesn't want to get rid of it just because that's the only one you can get. But who cares? Who cares? That's true. We could get rid of Miami's Mustang. I think we're just going to get rid of this, though. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to get rid of the Evora. It's gone.
Here are the keys to your new car.
Thank you. Thank you. Sell the Brera. I don't think we have other cars in that class, though. It has like A6. Oh, this color looks good. I love it. Oh, man.
Stop playing around.
Nope. All right. So, we can jump right into A3 championships now. You just don't like that car? Well, it's not. I need to have like a car for every class. That's what it's about. Listen, Walker the Wolf, there's a lack of Mitsubishi in this game. So that's not up to me. That is not up to me. Bonk. Chica Chiquita over there. Yeah, I'm about this. This is my real life dream right here. Midnight Purple, Ferrari, California, topless in Hawaii. Isn't that what every man wants? Where the Toyotas at? Nowhere. They do have a Mark IV Supra that you can like mod back in, if I remember right. But I think that's it. Okay. A little hydration break, and then back to Hawaii. Where is it? It's not that. It's Clubhouse. Where's the... Oh, there's the airport. The Ferrari California was the unloved middle child. I don't know. I like it. I've always thought it was neat. Okay. A3 championship. Here we go. Real quick, before we do that, what we've done classic, right? Well, I can't check that out. I think we've completely finished everything we need to do with classic. And then rally, I think we have 1 or 2 championships left. Yeah, whatever. We'll just get going on A3 here. GPS target, and I've been pretty close to it. We'll go here. Whoops. Right here. Yeah. What's the next game you're going to do after TDU? So, after TDU is going to be pretty close to the release of Horizon 5. So we probably won't be starting another playthrough because I'm probably not going to finish it in time for Horizon 5 to come out. And when Horizon 5 comes out, that is all I'm going to be playing. Whoops, I went the wrong way. So I don't know yet. I don't know. I think the next game on the list that we're supposed to play is Most Wanted. It's either Most Wanted or Driver San Francisco, and I can never remember which of the two. I'm going to turn this down like 1 notch. But yeah, chill, we got... No, I know we got 3 months, but I only stream Let's Play games 4 times a month. If that. So that's... And we're not even done with TDU 2 yet. So there's no way I'm going to finish like a new game, you know? I mean, it's unlikely anyway. Wait, was it back there? Oh God. 3 months. I mean, think about how long we've been doing TDU. It's been a minute, just because we only stream for 3 to 4 hours once a week on our Let's Play games. So yeah, I'm not gonna have time to finish another game between now and Horizon 5. So I don't know. I might start. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Stir oneself and the universe. Precision of movement and pugnacity. Let's wish good luck to my opponents. They will need it.
Is this dude like a Mass Effect villain? What the fuck? What is this? That was amazing. Oh, that's good. I like it. Yeah, Tai Chi and a turtleneck. Oh, that was fantastic. Anyway, we might start a new Underground 2 playthrough. Matrix, what's up? Yeah, we might start another Underground 2 playthrough. Because that's something I wouldn't care much about if I didn't finish in time for Horizon 5. Which I know I wouldn't. Our first playthrough was like 30 plus hours. I think it was like 30 to 40 hours. Have you played NFS 2015? Yeah, didn't like it. I played it for about 9 hours and put it down and never touched it again. Midnight Club. Yeah, I guess Midnight Club's not on our list anywhere. That's a good point. Now here's a dumb question, but is Midnight Club 3 on PC at all? Or would I have to emulate that? Which wouldn't, that's not a big deal, but... Simpson, no, I would not do Simpsons Road Rage. I would have to emulate, okay. Yeah, I've only ever played Midnight Club on PSP. I did Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition on PSP and Midnight Club LA on PSP. So yeah, I guess I would just emulate it, which again, not an issue. But yeah, we could eventually do that. Underground 2 is good, but gets lame endgame. It's not really meant to be played endgame. That's the thing. Underground 2 is an experience from start to finish, and then it's done. But Underground 2 is, to this day, one of my favorite games of all time, so... Oh, no! Whoops. Whoops! Sorry, Tess. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. All right. I don't think we're going to get first, boys. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Underground 2 is there is no endgame. Like, there's literally no endgame. I think all the races even go away. Hold on. All right, we got to restart this. Dang. Nice. Tess, chill. It's fine. Oh, she's right in front of me? Oh, no, that was Adam. Suck it, Adam. Huh. No, that's the pro strat. Watch, he's going to win. He's going to win this whole thing now. All right, Stuart. Let's go. Let's go. It's on. What? We're gonna restart. Oh, man. Yeah, those are the speedrun strats. And PC ports, am I right? Yeah, pretty much. All right, Adams figured his life out. Miami's in the Caterham. Interesting choice, Miami. I'm not breaking. Get out of here. All right, Adam clearly his speedrun strats worked. Whoever drives the Alpha wins. Shoot, should have bought the Alpha. Dang. Okay, this is actually a bit of a challenge. No, I'm not driving the Spiker. I don't like Spikers. People love Spikers, man. I hate them. I think they're so ugly. Like, there's a Spiker now in SRP, and I hate it. I'm sorry, Soyo. I think you're still in here. I hate the Spiker. Get it out. I don't know. I've never been on the Spiker bandwagon. I don't know what it is. I just think they're hideous, and I don't like them. No, Kaba, that's not true, actually. We started doing TDU before we even really knew there was a new TDU coming out. That is just kind of what we do on our live streams is we play through old games. So we did Underground 2, Pro Street, Carbon, and then did TDU 1. Now we're in the middle of TDU 2. And yeah, it was I mean, I guess we knew a new TDU was coming. But yeah, no, it has nothing to do with the fact that new TDU is coming. I just wanted to play him. Damn, I am not going to beat Adam here. There's no way. I can kind of go a little ballsy on this corner, but still, it's not enough. Yeah, these are just games I played growing up, and I wanted to play them again. Get a more fresh perspective on them, you know? All right, Adam, let's go. Rude. Oh, whew. That could have gone so much worse. Am I going to win? Oh, I think I got this. Whew. Dang. Okay. That felt good. That felt really good, actually. Nice. I like it. My mom just walked through my room and said, "Is that a Mustang?" Alien Urbano's mom, what the heck? No, it's a Ferrari. Come on. Okay. That one's done. We got the Eliminator. Let's do the highway speed one here. Get that out of the way. You're not seeing everyone on the Turbo Gang from Friday. No, a lot of people just want to tune in for the Forza streams. We get like a very different crew that hangs out for Forza than that hangs out for the Let's Plays. I have not seen a Fast and Furious since the one where Paul Walker died. Yeah. I don't know. They've lost their touch, you know? I don't like the Fast and Furious movies anymore. Sadly. I think 1, 2, and 3 were good. 1 specifically, very good. Papo's always in on the Sundays. Nope. I was watching chat. Let's give that a restart. Whoops. You wish Tesla would come back? Yeah, man, maybe. Maybe. You never know. With how successful Horizon 4 was, I would imagine more brands are rethinking being in games. Also, Roll QW. Thank you for the follow. What if you revisit Horizon 1? Yeah, we've chatted about that a little bit. Maybe. Kind of like on the long list of like, yeah, maybe one day. I'm absolutely not against the thought of it, you know? Also, there will probably be electric cars in Solar Crown. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't see why not, I guess. $25 seconds left. Am I going to run out of highway? Or does this keep going? If so, I think this is like an easy win. Otherwise, I mean, it's not like I can do better than this. Oh, no. Okay, I thought we ran out of highway. 5 seconds left. There we go. Nice. Okay. What's my favorite electric car? Oof, I don't know. I don't really have like a favorite electric car, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the IDR is cool. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Well, you said in your video you never... I did not play Horizon 1 originally, but I have played it all the way through. I just never played it when it came out, Kaba. Yeah, I don't know. Like, in my admiration of cars, I don't know. I'm not much of like a new car guy in general. The Chevy Bolt, there you go. Yeah, I'm just not much of a new car guy in general, so obviously electric cars are all pretty new, and I don't pay attention to new cars that much. I'm an old Japanese car nerd, you know? So I can't, I don't know, I don't have like a favorite electric car. Ooh, nice, Mr. Trash Can. It's always fun to see. Oh, okay. I thought maybe I could just clip that. Got a 98 Miata. I mean, that's a little bit too new for my tastes. What is that, like an NC? Or is that still NB territory? What do you think about the 2012 86? I mean, anything that is FRS, BRZ, 86, I like. I really find no difference. I mean, okay, yes, there are differences between them. I don't like one over the other. One of the first NBs. Okay, yeah, I don't know Miata, like, when they switched to NB. I thought NB was earlier than that, though. All right. Oof. Yeah, my neighbor, not like direct neighbor, but he lives down the street, has 3 NA Miatas. All in different colors. And they're all bone stock. What do you think about the new BMW Supra? I don't love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I was going to buy a, GT86/FRS/BRZ, yeah, I'd spend a lot of time focusing on like which one I liked more, but they're all pretty much the same, so it is what it is. I like them all. I would probably lean towards getting a BRZ personally, just because I'm a Subaru guy. I don't know. You know a guy who's had 12 Miatas. Jeez. That is a lot of Miatas. I feel like there's some sort of like hairdresser joke to make here, but I won't make it. I like Miatas. BRZs are best bang for buck in terms of price versus options. Sure.
Easy. Future Hotel. Thanks to a simple call, you can now know your future. You don't have to
my
wait to
future.
know what tomorrow holds. Pick up your phone and a real clairvoyant will answer. My life is a lot easier now thanks to Future Hotel.
Okay, I think we're nailing this. I did not think we were going to do well around that,
With Future Hotel.
around the hairpin section, but that wasn't too bad. I think we won that. Yeah, nice. We're into heated seats and all that. Hey, I live in Minnesota, so yeah, I am very into heated seats. Some guys making 1,000 horsepower Supra, a lot of stock things. There's some DNA. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few people out there that have really high horsepower new Supras. What's God, the Swedish FD driver drives for Rockstar, and Papadakis runs his garage. That guy. I think that Supra is like probably at least 1,000 horsepower when it is on NOS. Simon Olsen? No. He wins like everything. He wins like every FD event ever. Try to rank up in Horizon 4 watching you. Won all the races of 3 adventures in a row. Got 3 points. I think I'll give up. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Frederick Osbo. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, Osbo's Mark V Supra is, I'm sure, at least 800 horsepower. At least. Because that's just FD car territory. Are the Miata and MX-5 different cars? No. They're the same. Opinion on NOS in Horizon games. I would be fine if they added realistic NOS. There's kind of 2 things. I would be fine if they added realistic NOS to Horizon. But if they added like NOS as it exists in like Need for Speed or other where it like refills itself by doing cool tricks or like refills over time or whatever. Fuck no. Leave that shit so far out of Horizon. I do not want it. No. hard no. However, I really do not care about NOS in Horizon. I don't care if they add it. I don't care if they don't. If they add it, it's got to be balanced, you know? Which is why I don't think they would. But yeah, I don't know. I don't care about NOS. Do tricks in asphalt, you get NOS. Yeah. Not my jam.
Does our challenger have what it takes?
The Mazda MX-5 Unos Roadster Miata. Yeah. You know, that covers every base. Yeah, it's just different areas that they marketed it in. Maybe on special cars like the Hot Wheels cars, still no. It actually especially no, because then that would make everyone drive the Hot Wheels cars, which I already don't like. I think the Lego cars are like the worst thing in Forza. I think the Hot Wheels cars are not great, but I allow generally the Hot Wheels cars because they're like, you know, some of them are actually one-off real cars. But like imagine the Bone Shaker with NOS. Like that's my actual nightmare. That's a real nightmare scenario for me. Is the Bone Shaker getting nitrous in Horizon 5. Ugh. Like I might have to actually quit Horizon if that happened. But like NOS in Horizon Japan would make sense. I don't know why that would make any more or less sense than anywhere else, I guess. Like NOS isn't a Japanese thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not fully sure what you're saying about that. But I mean, yeah, I don't really want NOS at all. Unless it is done realistic and balanced. NOS is Hollywood bullshit. Yes and no. I mean, NOS is real. People really do put nitrous in their cars. It is, however, extremely rare. Like, almost no norm... Not almost no. It's extremely rare for, like, normal tuners to put NOS in their cars. Not unheard of, though. People do it. Yeah, NOS is for drag racing, yeah. A lot of people in FD have NOS, you know. But it's not... It's just, I don't know, man. That would be a really difficult thing to balance. The energy drink is kind of gross. That was actually the only energy drink I had throughout like all of high school was NOS. But I don't do energy drinks anymore. Can you explain what you mean by FD? No. Formula Drift. Yeah, not the FD RX-7. Formula Drift. FD. Sorry. Yeah, kind of two car things that are both abbreviated to FD. Big Sip, by the way. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Yes, financial disaster. There you go. That is correct. You don't see many FDs in FD. You are not wrong. And the weird thing too would be like, I don't know how they would handle nitrous. Because like when would it refill? Would you have to buy tanks? Like would it refill at the start of every race? I don't know, man. That's opening a can of worms I just don't want them to open. I know people love NOS and they're like, yeah, nitrous, like it's cool. I don't care. If they do it and they implement it well, I wouldn't be upset by any means, but again, it's just opening a huge can of worms. Okay, I have hit all of these now. Let's go back and see if we can hit 4 faster. Oh, we only have 25 seconds left. I think we're gonna win, maybe? I don't know. We're not doing super well on the ones we're not winning. Yeah, imagine Rammers online with NOS. Yeah, exactly. It again, nitrous adds a big can of worms. Oh shoot, I did not even. Oh wait, 4. I was already winning 4. Oh, well there we go. I think that should still be fine. I'm sure we're still winning the championship. Wow, we barely got second. Yeah, okay, we got 4 points over Stewart. Wall riding would become easier too with NOS. Yeah, there's so many reasons not to add NOS, and really only one reason to add NOS, which is like it kind of feels cool, like it can be neat, but yeah. In games, nitrous somehow give... Yeah, right. It just, like, immediately gives you extra traction. You're just like, what? Which is not the case.
The engines are heating up on the starting line.
But I don't know. I mean, like, for the sake of realism, like, yes, people do add NOS. Some people have NOS in their car builds. So it's like, if Forza is going to do everything, sure, add NOS, whatever. But there's a lot of other stuff I'd rather them focus on. NOS is... Wait. There was nitrous in Gran Turismo? What? What? When? How did I miss this? In Gran Turismo 4? Oh, shit. Missed that corner. Okay, hold on. We're going to restart. Wait, what? Oh, my God. I hit the wall so hard, it's not even letting me pause the game. What just happened? It literally isn't letting me pause. Can I hit escape on the keyboard? Nope. Should I just get eliminated? Or no, this is a normal race. Every other control works. It's like, no, you idiot. You don't get to restart. You don't get to restart this. I guess I'll just lose, and then I should hopefully be able to restart when it's over. That's so weird. Literally, it just won't let me pause. It's the only thing it doesn't let me do. Dude, that's so funny. In Gran Turismo 4 had nitrous. How did it work? Was it like realistic nitrous, or was it like arcade nitrous? Because I mean, it's Gran Turismo, right? So it's got to be like did you just get like one NOS shot per race? Like, I don't know. That makes me really curious. One bottle per race. Okay. Interesting. All right, that's cool, man. Was it something you could like put on any car? Also, I'm just messing around because clearly I'm going to lose. It was just kind of like a boost of speed, huge meter that lasted forever that refilled every race. Interesting. God, I don't remember that at all. I'm pretty sure I played Gran Turismo 4. Wait. Yeah, I played the shit out of Gran Turismo 4. How do I not remember NOS being in that game? I don't know. I mean, I guess that was when I was fairly young. Like I was like early high school, but dang, I don't remember that at all. Interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to manju, but you can't really drift in this game. GT4 streams when? Maybe. Maybe. The intro to Gran Turismo 4 is like one of my favorite video game intros of any game ever. So is it only in GT and they took it out before and after that? I have a question. Do you know where I can get Horizon 3 on PC for cheap? Yeah, nowhere legally. You know, it's reached end of life, so you can't actually get it. If you really want, you know, you can go to a key seller, and hopefully get a legit copy from a key seller like G2A. But I don't know. That is not an area of expertise for me. Generally not something I support, but I do understand the situation you're in. And I already have Horizon 3. So yeah, I don't know.
We are going to take a quick commercial break.
Someone said it was on GT6 too. Interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm just now realizing this race probably doesn't end until I finish it. Right? Because there's no way these guys are still going. There's only 15 checkpoints. Right? So should I have just... I guess I'm going to do the race after I've spent all this time just dicking around. Like, alright, I guess we'll finish this. Oh man, we're 3 minutes and 35 seconds behind. Oh no, what are we going to do? Do you think we're going to win? GT4 and 6. That's weird that they like added it, took it out, added it again, took it out again. But again, that kind of just goes to show that would be a big can of worms for Horizon to have to deal with. All right, guys, we're making good time. Now we're only 3 minutes, 29 seconds behind. I think we got this now. You're currently playing GT4 for the first time. Ooh. Enjoying it as hell. Going to complete it at 100%. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, GT4, that was like my high school racing game. That and PGR 4, I think. Yeah, I think we can still win this. What's up, Demonic Spartan? We can do it. You're right. If I used NOS, I would be able to win. You're right. Got to focus mode, you know? Got to see if I can make back 8 positions in, I don't know, what is it, 3 minutes or something? Oof! That doesn't look so good. You just lost your 3 stars by half a second, Horizon. Oof. Doing stories or a PR stunt or what? Yeah, who put that there? Who's the idiot? Stories, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Three-starring Top Gear, nice. That one's actually a bit of a challenge, for sure. All right, here it is. Last checkpoint. Can we do it? Start button still not working. I hope that's not on my controller's end, and I hope it's just the game being buggy. Ooh, man, that slowed me down. No, I didn't lose. I was the first person to finish in 8th place. In my mind, that's first. Okay. Let's hope it lets us restart. Otherwise, this is no good. Yeah, I almost had it. Retry. Okay. There we go. Horizon 2 had NOS in the Fast and Furious DLC. You can only use it in some events and it replenished at the start of every event. That's funny. Yeah, I don't remember that. Well, either way, I would imagine if it was successful, they would have kept it. And well, you know, maybe not, but I don't know. That doesn't change my opinion. And I know you're not saying that to change my opinion, but I'm just saying. Okay. Okay, Tess. Playing hardball, I get it. Listen, it's like your dad's championship, whatever. That's true. Yeah, Forza Street has NOS, doesn't it? Yeah, what an abomination of a game. Exactly. Yeah, that's a very good point. Type it. NOS would probably mess with the PI system even more. Get out of here, Stuart. It is weird. Like, of all of the mobile racing games that Forza could have bought, like, did they have to buy one that was so bad? Like, honestly, imagine if Forza bought the Asphalt series. I think that would have been a huge win for Forza. And then they could have just imported like a bunch of Forza models. You know, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like anything, Soyo. Like, yeah. I don't know. It's weird to me that they had to commandeer such like an awful racing game. From what I know, NOS in Horizon 2 did nothing. Like, it was almost only a visual effect. Funny enough, I would, like, believe if that were the case. I wouldn't even be surprised. They're like, wow, listen, it's just for the Fast and Furious DLC. Like, it'll just be for fun, you know? It'll make you feel like you're going fast. Maybe it just, like, magically gives you an extra 50 horsepower or something like that. Asphalt is too arcadey for the Forza franchise. Okay, have you played Forza Street? Because if you want to talk about too arcadey, also this sucks, by the way, just pointing that out. But yeah, I'm fine with an arcade mobile game. But seriously, dude, take a look at Forza Street if you haven't, because Forza Street is like the worst garbage mobile game ever. Asphalt is like a racing sim compared to Forza Street. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Okay, we've salvaged this a little bit. Can we maybe even get third? I don't think so. What? I'm gaining on him. I'm gaining on him. Come on. Let me have it. Yes. All right, let me take Adam. Oh, come on. Nah, dang it. All right, that's fine. I'll take third. Oh. Just kidding. I'll take fourth. Or second. Nice. And Ryan Wilder got first. So that means it's not Stuart. Yeah, that exactly. Demonic Spartan. Mm-hmm. It's dumb. It's very dumb. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. There's so many cooler mobile racing games that Forza could have just bought and taken over, and they had to pick just like the dumbest thing. And it's a bummer because it really does hurt the brand. Or, well, I guess what I would rather say is it could have helped the brand so much. I'm not big into mobile gaming, but some people are. And it would have been a really if Asphalt or Assoluto, whatever, If a good mobile game would have had the Forza name attached to it, it would have been so beneficial to Forza's brand and would have pulled so many more people into like the Forza ethos. And instead it's just like dead in the water, and if anything hurts the brand. That's interesting, Soyo. I mean, from someone like you, that is an interesting take, because I would assume anybody that like is at least a vague fan, at least of like actual simulators, I'd assume that you would like hate something like that. But that's it. I don't know. I'm not like not trying to like dig you here. I've just kind of always, because that's how I feel, is like the hands-off racing game is like, that's so stupid to me. But it's interesting. Someone that I think is into similar games as me, similar racing games, Soyo. It's interesting that you think that that's, you know, a fine thing in theory. I guess I've just never seen it executed well, maybe. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. That's very true. Like you don't necessarily want in a mobile game. Yeah, it's got to be quick pick up and put down. Yes. But then again, like Asphalt does exist. So I don't know. If you think about it, Forza Street could teach new racing game players the concept of when to brake and accelerate. True. That yeah. that is true. You are not wrong. It teaches the basics of when to be on the gas, when to be on the brake. That demonic Spartan is like the best case I have heard for Forza Street. I you know, still doesn't like fully, not like, oh, Forza Street's the best now. But yeah, that's I think one of the best cases I've heard for it. Donic, thank you for the follow. You can have a full deep sim on mobile, sure, but it's a pain to like hook up a controller and then, yeah, exactly. And you're probably just sitting at home and could be on a PC or console anyway. Yeah. No, that's fine, Demonic Spartan. I want people to play Devil's Advocate. That's what's I don't want. If there's anything I don't want in my Twitch chat, it's an echo chamber. I want people to disagree with me. That's one of the best things about streaming on Twitch, is like the situation with Soyo, where it's like, I would assume someone like Soyo would be like vehemently against like tap to turn, tap to brake games like that. But finding out that he's not is like, oh, interesting. And that like opens my eyes a little bit, you know? And then it's like, it encourages me to rethink my own stance. And that's the beauty of Twitch. There it is. There it is. All right, the question is, do we try to win this? Or do we just like second or third it? We had, I don't know, like 10 points or something like that. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mr. Trashcan, that's taking it way, way too far. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to ban you. Thoughts on a return to Colorado DLC for Horizon 5 and 10th anniversary of Horizon? That would be really cool, man. I don't think I've ever heard someone say that before. I haven't thought about that either. Yeah, that would be super cool. If as a DLC for Horizon 5, they did a remaster of like Colorado's map or something like that. That's a very cool idea. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. That's a super cool concept. Would you want it? Would you want it to be the same as Horizon 1's map, or like a part of Horizon 1's map? Or are you just saying brand new map, like completely from scratch, new stuff, maybe like a little inspired by Horizon 1, but just like in Colorado? What are you thinking for that? If you could have it your way, obviously. Okay. You miss Horizon 1? Yeah, man. I get that. Playmobil DLC? Hell no. Get out of here with that. We're headed that way, too. Barbie DLC? You'd rather have a part of Colorado, but with all the new goodies. So, like, weather, seasons, and being able to destroy everything. Yeah, oh, fully. Fully, Simon. Yeah. Absolutely. No, like, remastered, but with all the modern features that you would expect in Horizon 5. Maybe a smaller version of it, or the next-gen DLC size for maps would allow a full remaster. So, yeah, like, if you could have it your way, you would just do, like, a full remaster of the original Horizon 1 map. And that's, to be honest, that's probably how I would kind of want it. Like, if I could, okay, if realism is being thrown out the window and we don't have to consider, like, you know, business and hard drive sizes and feasibility, blah, 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 blah. I would love it if they did a full remaster of Horizon 1, Horizon 1's map, put it in as a DLC in Horizon 5, and even, like, added a couple extra roads. I think that's like the ultimate dream. And yeah, had seasons, you know, it's all the same physics as Horizon 5. Like, you get bonus boards. Oh, people would lose their shit if the Horizon 5 DLC was Japan. Yeah, people would lose their shit. That is I mean, that's interesting because, man, I know it's early to be talking about, but what are Horizon 5's DLCs going to be? You know, assuming we get, like, a toy DLC, which I hope not, but if we get, like, I don't know, what's the non-toy DLC going to be? Assuming we're guaranteed one of those. A lot of people just don't know what a racing line is, and that the wall doesn't help you turn. Turbo and NOS are the same thing. Some mobile sim games help a little bit with that, even with drag ones. Yeah. Barbie and Polly Pocket cars. Unroyal, what's up? The campaign will reference the OG boss in Horizon 1. Yeah. That would be cool. Darius Flint. You want F1? Yeah, that definitely does seem like more of a motorsport DLC pack. Minecraft? Oh, God. Again, I hate that, like, that's even a possibility. I hate that I look at that, and instead of being like, ha ha ha, what a funny meme, I'm just like, like, it's just, oh, like, it actually strikes fear into my heart. Rocket League wouldn't ever be like a full DLC, though. You know? I could see Rocket League being like a bonus game mode. Like a mini DLC. That'd be fine. Sure. Just ask for NASCAR. I think that's more of like a motorsport thing. Because, like, NASCAR cars are NASCARs. They're not really meant to, like, drive on an open road with, like, lots of corners. Something drift dedicated, yeah. That would be cool. I mean, the thing is, it's so hard to speculate because the DLC can be anything. It doesn't have to be related to Mexico. You know? I mean, Horizon 1, the DLCs were okay. Horizon 1, it was just like the rally DLC, right? Horizon 2 was Storm Island, was like our main DLC. Horizon 3 was Blizzard Mountain. Horizon 4 was Fortune Island. So they're always like extreme environments. It seems like, you know, funny enough, like every DLC is like a rally DLC. Storm Island, Fortune Island, Blizzard Mountain, and just the rally DLC. They're all kind of like rally extreme environment theme. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, obviously, like, Fortune Island has Needle Climb, which is not particularly rally themed, but either way. Horizon 2 and 4 were islands, therefore Horizon is going to be a mountain. I mean, you know, sure. Why not? Why not? And the other thing is that none of the DLCs have ever been real places. So I guess it's unfair to assume that Horizon 5's DLC would be like Colorado, because the DLCs are always fake places. So you got that to consider. There you go. Yeah. Let's just drive around in Oblivion. Cyrodiil, like the White Tower City or whatever, will be the festival site. And then you can drive into the Oblivion gates. And that's like your rally courses. What is there to do besides mountains and islands? I don't know. You can do whatever. You can do anything. Can you imagine the sweat stains on the leather of that Ferrari? Nah, this guy, in my imagination, he doesn't sweat. Fallout 3 DLC. Skyrim would have some sick toge. There you go.
Sometimes a necessary step towards personal accomplishment.
I love that he's like, he's so butthurt. he tries to be like, all like, oh yeah, sometimes it's a necessary step, and he's so wise in his turtleneck, and it pans over to me, just shirtless, like, yeah, I kicked his ass, and he's like, damn it. Oh, that's the best scene in this game I have yet to see. I love it. I love it. My controller's not working. Did I mess something up? No, our controller's just not working. It's doing the same thing where like some of the buttons work and some of them don't. Stuff like that gives charm to... Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. I only lived in Vegas for 5 years. I have nothing positive to say about SEMA. The best thing to come out of SEMA is the memes of SEMA. That's literally it. Also, Pawn Lamb. Thank you for the follow a couple minutes ago. Okay. So that's Championship 3 done, boys. Did we unlock A3 High? Yes. North Oahu. There it is. Wow, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. The question is, do we do A3 High? Or do we jump right into A2? We need a bigger house or something. California DLC. But again, I don't know if we would do I don't know if they would ever do a real location DLC, because they never do real location DLCs. But I mean, there's no reason Horizon 5 wouldn't. I'm not saying like for sure no, but I'm just saying if we're going to speculate based on anything, you got to speculate on the fact that it's going to be like a made up location. To be honest, let's be real. Kind of impossible to speculate at all about what it's going to be. Mexican soap opera DLC. Yeah, that sounds good. I like it. Okay. I think we might need a new house. Let's, we got 2.6 mil. How much was the Enzo? How much was the Enzo? I'm just trying to make sure we don't need to like super grind for money. You know, when we get to the end here. Let's where is real estate? Let's check this out. No, there are not going to be any drug running DLCs. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. All right. We just need a few more car slots. Well, how? Okay. We could get this. It's only 1.5 mil. We still have a mil left. How much is the yacht? Is it 2 mil or is it 5? It's 5 million, isn't it? The Enzo is 675. Okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, how much is the yacht? Bargain price. I mean, yeah, sure. I think the yacht's 5. This is, you can't see it, but this is 1.52. Yeah, Grand Tour DLC would be great. Like in the same vein as a Top Gear DLC. Yeah, I'd love it. Because if we're going to do an A2 car, well, I don't know. This gives us $500,000. So it's like, who cares what house we buy at the end of the day, right? We're going to have money. We're going to have money. Maybe we just jump right into this. You think the yacht's 5? Yeah, I think you're right. I guess here. Spots for Avatar. Where's the yacht docked? I know we looked at it at one point. I guess we can probably do this. Go to the real estate lady down here. I keep doing that. That's Forza buttons. It would be cool to finish the game with the yacht, you know? Okay, she has nothing. Nothing of value to me. Although, I mean, to be honest, the smart play is, I'm sure, just to buy a cheap house. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. No. Real estate? Hitting that button again. Are both yachts the same price? Exactly. Smart plays are lame. Yeah, it is a Nurse Joy, Officer Jenny kind of thing. Yeah. No matter where you go, they're all the same, but like, and they're all named the same person, but none of them like know each other. They're just all related. We got the Hydro House. Hold on. The other one was the Mineral House. That was in this model. Which one have we looked at? Because the reason I didn't buy this was because the view was kind of doo-doo. This one is kind of... Maybe this is the one we looked at. With the road going up. I can't really remember. I think it was Mineral House that we looked at. This one is a little bit better. But the big issue that I have with these houses is that this is so cool. And you can't see it from anywhere in the house. You have to literally go to like the corner of your property to enjoy it. We looked at a house of the same model. I don't think it was this exact house, though. I think we looked at the Mineral House. Like, from here, you can't tell that there's like a... I don't know. Like, right there, again. It would be way cooler if, like, from here, you could see the waterfall. That's just not very worth it. It's a cool house, though. The yacht in Hawaii is 7 mil. Woo! The Ibiza one is 5. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I should look at Mineral House then. Let's go. All right, let's go look at Mineral House. If this was the one we looked at before. Get out of here. I think she was the North agent. One up here. One would think you could just drive the 5 mil yacht to Hawaii, but nah. That would be cool if you could buy the yacht on Ibiza and then you just had the yacht on Hawaii as well. That would actually be pretty cool because that would make sense. Okay, so here's the Mineral House. Same model, different location. This one does have like a nicer view. But again, it's the same issue of like, you can't see the cool stuff unless you're right at the corner. But the view of this one's way better. It is way better. It's just not worth 1.5 mil. It is better though. I do like it. That being said, I think we're just gonna keep selling cars and moving cars around for now. But for now, I think we're gonna do the A3 High championship. Single player. Here. Boop. GPS. Okay, where is the closest we've been? We've been right here. Perf. It would be a very... Okay, yes. It'd be a very long drive from Ibiza to Hawaii. But you can still do it. Because yachts go all the way around the world. They can anyway. Are you saying that just getting the yacht to Hawaii? Oh, you're okay. No. You're saying buy it for 5. Okay, you're running a little trade scam here. Buy it for 5, ship it over, sell it for 7. Keep doing that. You do it 3 times, and boom, you just paid for your yacht. All right, that's the true meta game right there. Yeah, the fuel would be expensive, but still, it's a lot of profit. That's 2 mil per trip.
You have reached your destination.
Shocked Lemur, hello, welcome. Okay. The not high championship was kind of hard, so I'm a little bit worried about this one.
Our competitors at the starting line for what promises to
See
be an
inside, what's up,
intense
dude?
race.
Hold on, see inside. I was 3rd favorite 2 days ago. This is bullshit. For 2 mil, I'd push it to Hawaii. Same. I know I'm not picking the better radio station. I'm not picking the spiker. I'm bad. Callum, what's up? Welcome. How was, you were at Chenan's, if I remember right. I think that was you. How was it? Is she well? No, stop. Okay, Andrew Sullivan, that was some bullying behavior. Can we stop for Wendy's? No, I got a race to win. You kidding me? Yeah, about that. AR12 picked Road Rock when he played. Well, listen, he has no taste in music then. He got bored during the conversation and bought a pair of shoes for super cheap. Nice. That is true, Boppin. But, don't poke holes in the logic like that, please. You start working at one, Demonic? Nice. I worked at a Jimmy John's for like 2 or 3 years back in college. I do miss it there sometimes. It was a fun job. Callum has no feet. I believe it. Fully believe that. No, Road Rock is not statistically better. Road Rock is in fact factually, demonstrably proven worse. All right, Stuart. Taking you down. I'm taking you down. Oh, wow. You cannot pit maneuver. Okay. All right, I get it. Listen, Stuart, we can do this the fair way. We can do it the fair way. Rocks on the road are literally dangerous. Road rock is by its definition a bad thing. Nobody wants road rocks. Nobody wants road rocks. Why are you going to name your radio station after something you don't want? Seems foolish to me. I said it last stream as well, but Hoki is a professional fake news spreader. Yes, you're right. Meanwhile, Hariba, I don't know what that word means, but it sounds way cooler than rocks on the road.
We're going to take a quick commercial break before we move
And listen to
into
this guy.
non-stop music here on Hariba Radio.
Listen, the Ferrari California came in midnight purple. And it was better to drive than the 612. So, come on. Racing with the top down, living life.
Magic Patch will allow you to lose weight and strengthen your body without any effort. A clinical study has proven that Magic Patch
Okay, I'm breaking two. Nope. I was like, oh, I'm literally was in the middle of saying, okay, I'm breaking too early.
easily improve your mind and eliminate
I guess momentary lapse in depth perception there. The California is the Mini Cooper / Fiat 500 of Ferraris. Joke's on you, I love both of those cars. Sir, that's a tree. No. That's my breaking point. Yeah, seriously. Horrible tree placement. Makes sense why you bought a California then. I mean, I guess so. Dude, the Fiat 500, like Abarth edition, is like, I love it. It's an amazing car. Same with Mini Coopers. My brother-in-law has a Mini Cooper and I love it. This is what happens when you pick the wrong radio station. Shoot. You're telling me I would just be like an amazing driver if we were on Road Rock? None of them are bad cars. They just all have the same buyer demographic. I get what you're saying. All right. All right, now I am braking too early. Second ahead. Okay, we're almost done. 2 laps. Have you picked us up some Baconators? You trying to put in your order, OSM? It is a little bit harder to judge when to brake, but I'm also just kind of being an idiot. I would say largely it comes down to driver error. Do you know that the head of R34 development, Dream, wanted Bayside Blue to be called Wangan Blue, but the Nissan's XX didn't want that because it would be less appealing to foreign markets? I would assume it would be less appealing because that's like street racing implications, you know? But that is cool. That's an interesting little fact. Oh, hold on. Little family text here. I just got to make sure it's nothing bad. I don't think so. Sounds good. Okay. Wang Gang Blue. Yeah. You're right. I shouldn't have corrected that. Yeah, get that Wang Gang Blue, baby. It is implied, I think, Cliffy. Like, I understand, yes, it's what the road is called, but like when you name a famous sports car after it, like I think that there are some implications. Foreign, just paint it midnight purple. That's a win for me. Love me some midnight purple.
The engines are heating up on the starting line.
Yes, they are.
Moments of anticipation before this epic confrontation.
I think most of us in chat are too poor for an R32.
Give us this time.
Me included. Imagine Autobahn Silver for like an Audi. I mean, yeah, I guess. I still like the Autobahn isn't super iconic for its like street racing though, is the thing. Like I mean maybe there is, but I don't think there's any games named after like the Autobahn. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I wouldn't be super surprised if there were. But like, you know, you have like actual street racing games called Wangan Midnight and stuff like that. Like the Wangan is like a very infamous road. No, absolutely there is racing on the Autobahn. No, of course there is. There's racing on every highway in the world. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the Autobahn isn't like super infamous for its street racing history. The Wangan is. So that's why I'm saying like there are implications when you name a car, a color for a car, Wangan purple or whatever they wanted to call it, or blue. That's right, it was blue. Wait, 5 out of 6. We're almost done? Oh no. All right, that's okay. We'll restart this if we really need. What are we in? 4th? I think we can get up to 3rd. Ooh, there's the finish. Does drafting do anything? I'm gonna pretend it does. I mean, there we go, up to 3rd. I think we'll just take that. Assetto stream when? Eventually! One of these days, we'll get back to some AC. One of these days. All these stuck-up colors are so lame. If I ever make a car, I'm going to offer it in piss yellow or mud brown. Go for it. You do that. You do that. My guy play SRP so I can finally play it with you. Yeah. Yeah. One of these days.
To all of you, and I'll see you at the finish line.
What about something like SnowRunner? Like playing it? Isn't SnowRunner like a mud runner, like a mudding game? No, I've never really looked into any of those. Yeah, I know, Callum. I'm such a bad streamer. Three months without an SRP stream. It has been a minute. But listen, we're starting up. We're doing another day of you know what? I've just made the half decision. Because we announced at the end of our last stream. What the heck is that about? We announced at the... Seems like everybody's struggling. We announced at the end of our last stream that we're going to be doing another day of streaming. Maybe our day 3 is VR. So that's Assetto and Dirt, basically. Maybe our day 3 is like VR plus, you know, mixed, if you will. Because I really need to get back to my Dirt 3 playthrough. Or my Dirt Rally 2.0 playthrough, not Dirt 3. And then obviously SRP's good time. Also like Toge and, you know, stuff like that. Good time. Yeah, SRP is the Shotoko Revival Project, the big mod for Assetto.
Dancing your feet off with Hariba Radio.
Very, very, very fun. Okay. Not mess this up. Is it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Okay, there we go. How come this guy doesn't have sunburns yet? I have very healthy skin. You don't see all the off-screen time where I'm just lathering myself, bathing in sunscreen. Come on. Okay, we have one more lap. All right, that's fine. Second, I can beat him. I can beat him on lap 3. I just do not like going fast on this section. You did the AMG for this one? Yeah, we really all we test drove were we did the RUF, this this car, the California, and then the 612. I just wanted a Ferrari. Okay. Win is in the bag if I don't mess it up here. Which is good, because I think we're second in the overall championship. I can't do spikers. I'm sorry. I cannot do spikers. They're just... I just think they're so hideous. I can't do it. This car, meanwhile, beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. All right, that's those ones done. Let's do this time trial here. Whoa. Spikers are fun, but that SUV thing is a creation of the devil. I know, I scratched. Look, went to the car wash. It's brand new, okay? Spiker Z12 Zagato. Hold on. Google it. See if I've seen it before. Spiker C12. I'll look it up in a minute. We'll look at it on stream. I have yet to ever see a spiker that I think is an attractive car, so we'll see. See inside, you're gonna drop me down to 7th? Wait, I went from 4th to 7th? Dang, I am dropping dad ranking like so fast. I'm not even gonna be in the top 10 dads soon enough. Don't like spikers. Don't like road rock. What next? Dang, that actually hit me pretty hard for the penalty. What was that? What was that? Oh no. And now we're a full second penalty. Oh, I don't like that at all. Like the exposed shifter in the spiker is so cool. Okay. You're allowed to have your opinions. Oh, he decided to parent a demon, so that makes him my favorite. You know, just trying to be the best demon dad I can. I'm officially behind AR12, Eric Ship, Jimmy's dad from school, and Nazim from Skyrim. Hold on. Nazim is in the top 10? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's crap. That's absolute crap. About that PT Cruiser. Oh, you mean like one of the ugliest unsafe cars in existence? Yeah, what about it? Can we disown Trash Can? I never disown my children, but yes. Yes is the full answer to that. That C12 looks like an expensive, fancy lighter. Interesting. He was number 7, but then he took his position with that spiker opinion. Okay. So does Nazim like spikers then? This is not good. If we get like second, I'm gonna be fine. Fourth? Fifth. Oof. That's not good. We're still winning though, but only by 1 point. We're just gonna ride with it. We're gonna ride with it. All right, Spikers C12 Zagato. It's hideous. I don't know, man. I just don't get why people like Spikers. I think it's so ugly. The interior is disgusting. The outside of it's ugly. Ugh. Sorry. It's bad and I hate it. I'm sorry. All right, what do we got? These three left. Start at the top. I don't know, man. I missed the boat on Spikers. That's, I guess, all there is to say about it. And Nazim is a Spiker fan. He's got like 3 in the Cloud District that you never get to. Yeah, you're right. That baby poop brown interior. Yeah, dude, exactly. Exactly, man. The interior being like all one color and the stitching is just gross and it's a gross color. Like, I can't do it, man. I just don't like Spikers. The funny thing about Nazim saying that, isn't the Cloud District like literally 20 feet from him? Like any time he says that, because Whiterun is so small. Isn't the Cloud District literally just like up the stairs from the entrance of Whiterun? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay, I think we picked the right road here. What was the name of it? I want to see for myself. The Spiker C12 Zagato. I get so sad when I go SRP and the only car available is the Spiker. Yeah, that basically means there's no cars available. That's what that means. All right, we definitely picked the right road on that one. That was an easy win. All right, elimination. Oh, no. It's a race and a speed camera left. Okay. Nice. No elimination to worry about. I'm starting to think that most of Zagato's designers are blind. Oh man, our game crashed. Okay, well here you can see this. Let's hold on. Spiker C12 Zagato. All right, let's get a poll going. Let's get a poll going. Who likes this car? Who dislikes this car? Genuinely, I'm just curious. Please be honest with your opinion. Let's pull up some pictures of it. Do the interior as well. Wow, that's a tiny photo. Okay, hold on. Where'd my mouse go? Let's go to the website. I just want some nice photos of it. 2 photos? Here, I guess there's that. You guys can look at it this way. There you go. I don't know why it's double skipping photos. There, I can do that. Callum, are you in here? Can you do a poll? Otherwise, I'll do it. There, I'll start it. /poll. Oh, Callum's in here. Just kidding. All right, yeah, do a poll. Do you like the Spiker Z12 Zagato, yes or no? That is true, I could, but I want to get the real car, you know? Give it as good of a chance as I can. Here's the interior, by the way. Like, better look at that. I don't like it. Yeah, Spiker hot or not? Everybody vote. Everybody vote. Is the Spiker hot or is it not? We'll go back. We'll throw up another picture of it from somewhere else. Somebody on Flickr looking at it. Here it is in esport racing. I guess maybe that isn't TDU. Look at that. What a design choice. Yeah, we have to agree. It's a timeless car, ugly in any century. Oh, man. There it is in TDU. Yeah, there you go. I'd say it isn't hot, but it's not necessarily not hot. Interesting. Wow, okay. 87% not hot. Okay. I'm not alone. I am not alone. That makes me feel really good. Thank you, guys. All right, let's boot up TDU again here. Controller's still on. Good to go. Oh, you're a fan of the C8. Does it, look at the C8. Nope, still don't like it. Okay, yep, confirmed. I'm not a Spiker man. No. Well, at the end of stream, maybe we'll look at some more cars. At the end of stream. I want to keep racing here a little bit. We've only done 1.5 championships so far today. A3 high. Continue. This guy. Boom. The American Ferrari? What's the American Ferrari?
I won't be surprised if we see a lot of dented bodywork.
Ah, yes, Alien. Yes, that's perfect. Oh, the C8. Okay. I didn't even actually realize that that was an American company. I did not realize Spiker was American. I would have assumed it's like German or Swiss or something like that. Oh, Spiker's Dutch. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 100% what I would have expected. Okay. Oh, you were talking about the Corvette. Got it. Yeah, that is kind of the American Ferrari. Yeah. Okay.
Here's a special tune I've been waiting all day to play.
Dang. Didn't get first didn't get first on either one of those first two. This is what I can say. Stewart's car is just too fast. They're not proud of it. Really? There's no pride for Spiker. I'm gonna get this one. Oh wow, I haven't won a single one. Let's see if I can keep this. So I got 3 and 4 left. Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess I'll do what Stewart's doing. Oh. See ya. Striker. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know. Corvette I've always had like a bit of respect for. I've never loved them. There was a period of time where I did almost buy one, a C4. But I don't know. I've never disliked them, never loved them. I think they're cool enough. Adam, don't you do it. Okay. What do we got on 3? 93. Okay, I'm going to destroy this one. Oh, nice. And we got Asian cars on Hawaii. Love it. I guess you could say that puts out shades. Stuart is...
The driver is too fast for us.
There you go. Okay, we got 30 seconds left. I think I'm just going to try and do this straight again. Oh, look, these guys went all the way around. The guys that are coming up behind me. Shoot. And now they're going to pass me. No. I'd rather sacrifice him than get a good time myself. Dang. Still got first. Still the best. Nice. Wow, by 0.04 miles an hour. Whew. Okay. All right, I like it. This is an Imperials versus Stormcloaks level of discussion. Yeah, it kind of is. All right, race to finish it off. Kahana Bay. Hey, Hoki, I haven't watched your streams in a real long time, and I was wondering if you ever got to that sprint race in the Lotus in NFS Pro Street yet. I've been wondering ever since. We actually stopped Pro Street a couple streams in.
Live from the
I
starting
don't
line
think
for
we
a
ever
new
got
challenge of Silver
to...
Crown. Who will win today? The best
That sounds like endgame me stuff. And if so, we never got to it. We kind of decided I just wasn't feeling Pro Street, sadly. Yeah, we only made it through a few streams of that, and then we moved on to TDU 1. Stuart, what are you doing there?
If Paradise has a theme song, you can hear it on Hariba FM.
This is Hariba Radio.
Nailed it.
It's in 20 seconds.
Oh, come on. Whoa. What was that crap? Let's run that back. That was like a real car crash. Jeez. Yeah, no suspension for you. All right, Stuart. Round 2. Let's go. Ooh. You're right. Wintry. Victory and win. I do wonder if... Because Wintry is not a last name I've ever heard. Not that that means it's not a real last name, but... I wonder if that's why. Yeah, could be. Win and victory. Alright. Slow down. Nice and easy. Yeah, I'm sure you're right, See Inside. If I had picked a spiker, we would have beat the whole game by now. Honestly. Why did it not give me a split time? Oh, wow. I didn't realize I was that far ahead. That made me a little bit nervous. Okay. Thought maybe there could be traffic there. You never know. I've got the time to spare. Don't want to hit a fire truck after all. Stuart and Tess sounds like stewardess. The great mystery of TDU2 is unraveling. Yeah, just flexing. See Inside. You know how I be. All right, there we go. $500,000 in the bag. Won by 10 points. You gonna be mad about it, Stuart? You're gonna be real mad? You're gonna be all butthurt? You're gonna hit your car again?
Dear viewers, you have just witnessed unparalleled skill. Such
Unparalleled
talent.
skill.
Congratulations to our winner.
Nice. Okay. That is A3. Completely done, boys. So we could move on to A2. We could buy an A2 car. I think what I want to do now, though, is my licenses. Which, where are those? Spots for vehicles? No? Sit spots for avatar? Players? No. It's not challenges. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, right there. Okay. So we have the A1 challenge left here. Otherwise, yeah, we're done with classic. Where's rally? There it is. All right, let's do this one. GPS target. Go right there. Boppin', thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. We'll see you around. Better do A2 so you can buy the Z12 Zagato for it and start using a proper car. No. No. Driving school A1. You're going to die. We'll try it. I want to do the rally school one, and then we'll try A1. I have heard it is challenging.
Your destination
I have heard.
is a mile away. You have reached your destination.
The Dirt Surfers. Okay. This will be our last rally license ever. I think. Mastering your vehicle. Let's do it.
This challenge.
What a weird car to just put you in. I mean, yeah, we just have a fleet of Mercedes for our off-road driving school. Gotta start off with some slalom. Okay. Then just stop here. Nope. Not quite done yet. Oh, slalom part 2. There we go. Okay. Stop here. Easy. There it is. All right. Nice. Yeah, oh no, cross country.
This little circuit.
You had an Audi A3, but that's at least like, that's a car. You know, this just, it's a weird choice, man. All right, we gotta get that restart bug. There you go. Nice and easy. You'll be able to, oh God. I hope Spiker doesn't make an SUV. Please tell me that's not real. Please. I don't want to have nightmares tonight. It is real? No, it's not. No way. There's a Spiker SUV. It's called the D12. Oh god. All right, we'll remind me when we're done with the stream. I'll look it up. It's also the most OP dirt car in the game. Wait, it's in TDU too? Okay. Dang, how many laps of this we got to do? Oh, this is the last one. And we are 10 seconds ahead of where we should be. It's available for B3. Okay. The same coffee-proof interior. Nice. Listen, you can tell me it's the best car till the cows come home. Still not going to buy it. You had never heard of Spiker until today. Yeah, they're not like a big brand by any means. It's like the C8 ate nothing but McDonald's for 6 years. Oh god. I'm having like terrible visions in my mind of this thing. Fertilized egg, hello. You have to see it to believe it. Okay, okay. Coffee and pumpkin proof. Yeah. Well, you get your like pumpkin spice coffee, you know, not a problem. Okay, that's fine. We're doing great. Hey, you bet, Demonic. Enjoy it. What's your goal on Horizon? There's a new Rivals to do in the remake. That's a beautiful description, Callum. Mostly just dig about. Yeah, I get that. That's kind of my aim most of the time I boot up the game. Just dick about. When you see it, you will. Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will, Callum. Oh, yeah. Easy.
There you go.
What? Yeah, what is Spiker D12 picking to Paris? Is that like a show? What is that?
What would
No. Wait, no what? What, Demonic? Its full name. Wait, that's the car's full name? What? Also, ow. Hacking to Paris is a rally it's named after. Really? That makes me hate it even more. Why would you name a car that? Is the badge on the back, does it actually say that? We're fine. Like, does it act...
There you go. You see, it wasn't that.
Why? I'm just so confused about that. All right, here we go. Now we're in a better car. Fun fact, the 1903 Spiker 60 horsepower was the world's first four-wheel drive car. That is interesting. Wait, the Spiker D8 hecking to Paris, also called the Spiker D12. Okay. Okay, but Daytona is one word. That's the thing. D8 plus 4. Where's the 4 come from? D8 is V8, D12 is V12. Oh, well, that makes sense. That makes sense if that's all it is. Nice. Oh, it's a W12, not a V12. That was actually really nice to drive. Only halfway through. Forza Gamer, following the channel. Thank you for the follow. Have you ever heard of this game called Forza? You should probably play it. Just, I don't know. I don't know why that thought came up in my head, but... D12 is W12, only a concept. D8 is V8, was supposed to be created, what was scrapped. Interesting. Hopefully they make a Delectric. Okay. What even are these braking lines? Yeah, the Spiker DE. Yeah, sure. How much uglier could it really get? Only for the German market. Nice. Oh, did Spiker go bankrupt? They don't exist anymore? I guess, yeah, I didn't know
There
that.
you go. You see, it wasn't that complicated.
All right, what do we got?
I've set up a course.
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, come on. Come on. With cars that look like that, what, God, come on. You'll understand when you see it. Okay. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's fine. Dang, I think that's the first time I've like ever hit one of those. Whoops. I've never touched a pumpkin. Is that true, Mr. Trashcan? Have you actually like never touched a real pumpkin? I guess that seems so weird to me. But I grew up in a place that had pumpkin patches. So I guess to me that's like especially, really though? Like, do you not like even like little fake decorative pumpkins? Well, they're still real. But like the little mini ones that you like put out in fall? Never touched one of those? They're an American thing, man. Pumpkin spice stuff doesn't exist. Oh, that, yeah, no. That I get. But like no pumpkins ever? I mean, I don't like pumpkin. I don't think I've ever had something that's pumpkin spice flavored. But, I mean, I've had like pumpkin pie. And I've had like pumpkin seeds. And I've carved plenty of pumpkins. Is that really so strongly an American thing that like when it's autumn, people don't like have pumpkins? I don't know. That seems like such a universal thing to me. I was gonna make a joke, but now I think about it, I've only touched a pumpkin like 2 or 3 times in my life. Really?
Let's see what's next.
Mostly an American thing. Mother has a ceramic pumpkin for candles. She puts it out in fall. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting at, though. That's kind of what I'm implying. Yeah. You should, man. That's so interesting to me. What, like for Halloween? You guys not do Halloween? I mean, maybe you don't, but man, that's very, I don't know, that's so weird. Pumpkins are just like, pumpkins are fall. So that's, I don't know, man, that's wild. To me, I see pumpkins oh shoot, you can't hit these cars, that's right. I knew that. Yeah, here we don't really celebrate Halloween, so we don't buy pumpkins for that. That's fair. It's funny, I don't know, man, that's... What is happening? Let's restart again. Pumpkins are gourds, cucumbers are gourds, so in theory, I have a pumpkin in the fridge. Is it cute? I guess you're right. Weird. But that doesn't really count. The stores try to push it, but no one's buying them. Really? Interesting. Yeah, around here, pumpkins are just like it's like fall decor. Okay, that was his fault. That was the guy behind me's fault. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is just like a white person thing. like a basic white American thing. But like, we generally will change up our house's decor a little bit, depending on if it's like spring or summer or fall or winter. And in fall, it's pumpkins. It's like pumpkins and leaves. And I don't know, that's it, I guess. Nobody bought them. Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta focus on this one. I only know one person that would dress up for Halloween. The only time we decorate anything is for Christmas. Yeah, I mean, we don't go like super hard. But like, I don't know, like we'll change out like an accent pillow or something like that. Or we like put up little string lights in like this one little spot in our house. Like, we don't change the whole house by all means, but interesting. Yeah, and like pumpkin bread. Huh. Okay, I gotta not watch chat. Dang it. I can't double look for this. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on the race on this one. I won't look at chat for a minute. I'm so bewildered by this whole pumpkins thing though. Like, I absolutely believe that the extent that America does pumpkins for, like, everything, fully an American thing. Like, that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. However, the fact that, like, pumpkin-flavored things at all, or, like, pumpkins as decor, like, stuff like that, like, is, like, just basically non-existent, that's what's wild to me. That's what's, I don't know, that's crazy. Like, they sell like these little baby pumpkins that you just like put outside. Or you put them somewhere in your house. I don't know, they're cheap. They're like, no. Oh, don't hit me. Oh no, do I have to pass that guy to win this? Oh, I'm also not gonna win because I missed the timer. Dang it. That hurts. Okay, I gotta slow down a little bit for that, I guess. Well, Christmas and small decorations for Easter. Yeah. Cars from pumpkins and Skyrim Toge. Hey, that's how Twitch chat works, man. That's how she goes. Going for the inside pass again. Okay. This one should be easy. Yep. I don't even know if we need to pass this one. I think it's more just about the time, not actually passing the opponent, but I guess I should still pass him. Okay, we got to slow down for this jump, though. Ooh, that still hurt. Okay. Come on. I think we'll be all right. Okay. Whew. Whew. I don't know. It's weird to me to never touch a pumpkin. I touch like probably a dozen pumpkins a year. I don't know. It's just, send me your address and I'm just going to send you a pumpkin. Like at least one a year, Mr. Trash Can. At least one a year. Okay, is this just a race? Yes, a signed pumpkin. I will send you a signed pumpkin once a year. Here you go. Yeah, I'll carve a turbo on it. Yeah, you would think the SUV would have some more ground clearance, but I guess not. The funny thing is, I don't have like a HokiHoshi signature. And I feel like that's eventually going to bite me in the ass. If anyone ever wants a HokiHoshi signed thing, I'm just going to have to make it up on the spot. Because I 100% do not have... Like, even my real signature of my real name is awful. It's the worst. It's like a scribble with a dot. Maybe I should work on a Hoki signature. And then I'll start sending you pumpkins, Mr. Trash Can. In kanji. I guess I could, but I don't want to be like too much of a weeb, you know? I'm 21 and my signature is my name, not in cursive. Yeah, I mean, for a long time, mine was literally just my name. Yeah, like not in cursive. But then I was like, well, I got to start doing this faster. What about your profile picture? What do I have to just like draw? Yeah. I mean, I guess that would kind of work. It's that, because that, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that could kind of work. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Stylized HH. That I'm not gonna do. for reasons. Hulk Hogan or HokiHoshi. Yeah, you'll never know. That would be the nice thing about my signature. It'd be dual purpose. Hail, yeah. Hail Hoki. That's all it would be. Yeah, I'm not gonna go around signing a bunch of merch HH. No, I mean, doing it stylized kind of like my logo would make some sense. You gotta do the salute while you're at it, yeah. Yeah. 6 seconds. Alright, we got plenty of time. We're doing fine.
Want to impress your friends with your awesome musicianship? Want to rock their socks off? Want to become a guitar god?
This really looks like scuffed dirt too. Yeah, sure. In a way.
You can have access to video and classes that will make you into the guitar hero of tomorrow. Guitar, the site that allows you to play like a god.
I love a HokiHoshi signature in the style of a Linkin Park album cover. Man, I could try. I could try. Boom, there it is. Okay. Championship over.
There you go.
Quit
See?
to the racing school.
And there you go.
Drink
Wasn't
break.
sure you were gonna make it, but you managed to succeed in getting this license. Come on, This deserves a photo.
I'm not buying it, Mr. Trash Can. I'm not buying it. Okie doke. Done. And that is, yeah, complete. Okay, so we have our B3. Is there a B3 high? Probably, right? Was there a C3 high? Yeah. Okay. So all we have left now is B3, B3 high, A2, A2 high, A1, A1 high. And then is there like a final championship? Right? A2, B3, A1. So at most, we have 7 left. At most. We're going to wrap up the day, though, by trying out the A1 championship. At least look at it. I'm not going to look at it in game, but I will look at it like as a real car when we're done with the stream. There is a Final Cup championship after A1 high. Okay. Look at the Dutch off-road potato. What a great name for it. Ooh, it's putting us in a pretty rad car. Okay. Do A1 license, then we look at the other cars like you promised. Okay. Yes, after A1 high. Okay, so we have 7 championships left. Whew. We did 2 today? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right, I see you. We did 2 championships today. This is the last license we'll have to do, if we can even get through it. So that's, I mean, that's like another month at least. Oh, that's slalom. Okay. Okay. Drop the music. Can you hear it? Is that better? Oh, we have to stop. I was just gonna burn right through that. Great job. I shouldn't have skipped that. Remove. Thank you for the follow. Okay. 1 down. Yellow Sea Pickle. Thank you for the follow as well. Shoot. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Look at that full carbon goodness. We not go. Do the thing. You did this on a keyboard. Oh, jeez. That's rough, man. Oh, whoops. Haha. Should be in gear. Hopefully that doesn't put us behind. No! Oh. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I can just burn through this. I am gonna make it. Oh, okay. All right.
Great job. I'm impressed.
Thanks. Pretty easy, just like driving the Ultimate Horizon, just keeping in 4th. That's probably a good tip, to be honest. Just wait for the Zonda. All right, we'll see. We're 2 down. Gotta restart. Whop. Just dumping it. Okay, about halfway through. So far, not too bad. Oh, slalom. Shoot, okay. And then we gotta stop. Plenty of time. Easy, okay. Whew, 3 out of 8. We're flying through this thing, man. I would imagine this is him. Oh, okay, here's the Zonda.
Let's see how you're doing on this short but challenging test. Watch out for the bumps. You have no control of your car while it's in the air.
I don't like that at all. Okay. Let's see what we get. I think we're going to have to restart. Yeah, it's not letting me rev. Six checkpoints only.
Hariba Radio plays all the best music all the time.
Come bounce with me on Hariba Radio.
How are we looking? Good. Easy game, easy life. Woo! Nice. No penalty either.
Perfect. You managed this just fine.
Perfect, he says. Perfect. Okay.
Drifting is sometimes a good way to get around corners.
Hold on.
Let's see if you can master this.
You're telling me to drift in a Pagani Zonda? Okay. if you say so, bud. Do I actually have to drift? Like, what if I just don't?
We'll be back with more Hariba Radio after this commercial break.
If you plan to mix some concrete, stay tuned. This message is for you.
My bad.
Bored when mixing concrete?
Don't tell me. Mixing concrete is so dull. I'd rather be doing something that exercises my brain.
Well, that's no problem.
Yeah, that you definitely don't want to drift.
3000 It's a concrete mixer. It's a crossword puzzle generator.
Easy.
Great job. I'm impressed.
I want this guy to read bedtime stories to me. Yeah, right? If he could just, like, narrate the Silmarillion, I'm in. Okay. Clean overtaking. These ones we always struggle with a little bit. The Veyron Super Sport or the CCXR are the fastest.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, right?
So dull. I'd rather be doing something
like the exact opposite of what you want to do.
No problem now. Just get the Crosscrete 3005. It's a concrete mixer. It's a crossword puzzle generator. It's a concrete mixer and a crossword puzzle generator. Never
Wow, it's
before
both?
and while mixing concrete, you'll be solving the best crosswords in the world with its beautiful gold-plated blades and cryogenically frozen plastic tubing. The Crosscrete 3005 comes equipped with a 64-inch HD LCD for full-color 1080i, true-to-life display of your puzzle. It's just like being there. Crosscrete 3005, mixing business and pleasure.
Bounce with me.
I'm sorry. I thought you guys told me A1 was hard.
You managed this just
Come on.
during real races. You will have
Okay,
to
what do we
use
got?
a variety of techniques.
2-lap
Let's see how
race.
you do in
A
this.
little bit of slalom. All right. Yeah, Horizon Radio does need some like good goofy ads. You're right. Okay, that's one lap. Isn't it a rift in time? Not a crack in time? Come on. Come on.
Perfect.
Throw me something
You managed
harder,
this just
game.
fine.
Which I'm sure is going to be this, by the way.
A test on a circuit is always a good way to
All
see
right.
the efficiency of a driver
Let's see.
and to prepare for a championship.
Oh, it's right. Rift apart, crack in time. You are right. You are. I was mixing the both. Yeah, you're right. Oh, nice. We're on one of the other. We're on one of the other circuits. This looks like the one that's by the airport, kind of southwest. Ooh, not doing well. Okay. 2 laps of this. All right. We'll see. We'll see, Mr. Trash Can. I mean, nice big straights. This part's easy anyway. But we are almost, we're a second and a half behind for what it's worth. Shoot. All right, let's give that another try. I wanted to break late. A1 is easy peasy. A2 is the hard one. Yeah, we struggled a little bit with A2, if I remember right. Most games we think were difficult were just because we were playing at 20 FPS and not noticing that. Oh, 100%. With racing games, yeah, if you're like playing on your old TV with tons of input lag at like low frame rate, yeah, 100%. There we go. I mean, this still isn't going to be super easy. It's a bit of a big track, but this back straight is, obviously I can just coast to this. Not comfortably ahead. Is this lap 2? Yep. Don't worry about it. Oh no, I even saved it. We were doing fine. Where am I at? We're fine. We're good. Let's see what we get at the next checkpoint. That's the real question. Foxy Eye, hello. Nervous. Oh, I don't like that. We gained a lot of speed on this one last time, though. Yeah. This is what happens when you don't all-wheel drive and V12 swap. Yeah. You actually have to learn how to drive. Is that what you're getting at? Because it should be. Guys. A1 done. A1 done. We even messed up and we're fine.
I'm impressed.
You should be impressed. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Oh, hold on.
Congratulations. You managed that quite well. You have obtained a license. Now you just need to win the newly accessible championships. Good luck.
I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Marco.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That's like one of the most fun racing moments I've had in the whole game. Like that actually felt like proper good racing. And I think the reason for that is because there was no elevation, and TDU's physics just goes to hell when there's elevation change. But on a flat road, it's fine. It's not that bad. And like if you can just get rid of that music. If you can maintain grip, that was like good fun racing. That I want to like do races on that track with other drivers. That was you guys warned me so much that was going to be a hell nightmare license test. It was amazing. That was so much fun. Man, it makes me like wonder what TDU could have been. You know? Oh man. Dude, license tests are done. License tests are done. Where's A1 just for the sake of it? There it is. Okay. So we now have access to the B3, the A2, and the A1 championships. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's go look at the potato. We'll look at it in game. I said we wouldn't, but we'll look at it in game. Go to Ibiza to do it. Too bad they showed 2 huge jumps in the Solar Crown trailer. Listen, there's been enough time. There's been enough time. Maybe the physics are better. Where is it? Where's Spiker? Wow, it actually is called was the D8, D12, Hecking to Paris. Here you go. C12 Zagato. Right there. Oh, God. I missed it on the way in. Ugh. It's like a... It's like a fat, ugly fish. Who... Was this manufactured in real life? There you go. No. Okay, this was just a concept. Thank God. TVR versus Spiker, who wins in design. I like TVRs more. But I don't like either, for the record. But TVRs are better than Spikers. Like, what? Why do they gotta put these little things on it? And why do they gotta put, like, these little fins by the lights? And why do they gotta put, like, a weird mesh thing behind the grill? And then why do the wheels have to look like airplanes? And then why does the whole car have to have a big fin on the back? And then why is it gotta have like 4 weird exhaust things? And why is there gotta be all this big space with a seam down the middle? Do the doors open this way on the trunk? That's what it looks like? That's so weird. And then why is the interior gotta look like this? Of like textured chrome and baby vomit. I just don't get it, man. Wow, it actually does have D8 Hecking to Paris. It's actually badged with its full name. It's got suicide doors. If you buy it, I will go out tomorrow and buy myself a can of Pringles in your name. Do I not get the Pringles? No, I'm not doing it if I don't get the Pringles. How much is it? $288. Guess I could have seen that just from here. The knob on the seat? What's the knob on the seat? Hold on. What the fuck? What? Hold on. What is that? What is that? And why? The crotch knob. No, seriously, what is that? And why are the seats, the seats have holes in them? Look, there's like a hole through the floor. Those are the seat controls? Why? The suicide doors. Listen, I have suicide doors on my daily driver in real life. And listen, I like them. Don't get me wrong. But... ugh. Keep your fancy balls warm. No, my fancy balls are going to be cold because they'll be over like... they'll be over this little grate right here. Turbo Mustang, what's up? It's so ugh. Ugh. Yeah, the holes are for weight reduction, I'm sure. Are they always like that? Hold on. No, this one has normal seats. And like kind of a normal steering wheel. What's the steering wheel look like that? That's your drive. Yeah, what if that was like the gear shift? Like, forget this fucking thing. What if this was like your little gear selection right between your crotch? This is the Spiker D8 Hecking to Paris. Aqua, thank you for the follow. Exactly, see inside. You'll be fiddling around with your testes just trying to get your seat in the right spot. Huh. Knack Brought, thank you for the follow as well. I don't think the Huayra is hideous, actually. Pagani has been just the right amount of excessive to me. Where it's like, I don't know, like, it's not fully my style. But I can respect it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, the sound, everything in this car is so gross. Would the gauges have like little moons on them? Yeah, exactly, Demonic Spartan. I can see the appeal. It's not like fully my thing, but I can definitely see the appeal of it. This I cannot see the appeal of. Yeah, why does the passenger seat have gauges? I've seen that, you know, like that's on like sports cars and stuff. But like, what? They're not even facing the driver. It is on a spit roast, you're right. I mean, the whole thing with Spiker is it's supposed to be like airplane designed, right? That's like its thing. It's just so ugly. Maybe it's like pilots that like these cars. Maybe that's what it is. It looks uglier in real life. Yeah, I'm sure it does. It's funny that it makes the C12 Zagato look better in comparison. Like, you spend enough time looking at that piece of garbage that you look at this and you're like, yeah, it's not so bad. I hate that. All right, that's it for TDU today. That's it for TDU today. Exit the game. Little audio glitch there. Exactly, the C12 is a masterpiece in comparison. Where is my jams? That's not right. Anyway, let me get this to the album I want to get to. There we go. Thank you guys for being here today. It was another good stream. We made some progress. We got places, you know? We got all of our licenses. Got all of our licenses taken care of. And we did A3 and A3 high. So pretty much from here on out. It's just burning through championships. That's really all there is to it. Yeah, you bet, Demonic. Yeah, get on in there. This Friday. Oh. You won't be able to race with me. Oh, it's loud. Oh, wow. Yeah, the music is really loud. Sorry. Let's go there. Thank you, See Inside. I have bad news. I have bad news to share. Well, it's not bad news. It's good news for me. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. Starting in like 3 days. So yeah, no streams for a couple weeks. Sorry, guys. I will be road tripping out west to Oregon and Washington area. Really just Oregon, but who knows? Maybe we'll stop in Washington. Either way, yeah, I'm not going to be back until like the 15th. So our next stream is gonna be the 20th. Oh, yeah, our next stream isn't gonna be until man, I'm gonna be gone for 20 days. You live in Oregon? All right, Demonic, I'll come see you. We'll race in person. Yeah, so I'm going to be gone until the 20th. Maybe I will stream before that. I get back on the 15th. Which means I have that whole week. But, you know, I only generally stream on Fridays and Sundays. So, we'll see. You have a 2000 Camry? That'd be a good match for my 2009 Element with a bunch of stuff in the back. So yeah, I'm going to be gone for a little bit, which also means like no videos. But, you know, I'll hang out in the Discord. I'll hang out on Instagram or whatever. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I am probably going to have to bring a mobile setup so I can do a video while I'm gone. Who knows? Maybe we'll like also... Maybe I can bring a mobile setup and do some like Art of Rally on a laptop or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got some stuff to get done anywho, with my cousin still in town. I will see you guys eventually. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for the follows and subs and everyone just being here. Much appreciated. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.